Hey, good morning and welcome to the Pure Power Comic Show. I'm your host, Anthony Thomas, your friendly jazzy bass player and comic book collector and store owner. The Pure Power Comic Show is a division or a show of BSN Collectibles.com. Today, I'm going to be doing comic book gimmicks. And when I say comic book gimmicks, I'm talking about when comic books are doing the death of Superman, Batman getting his back broken, the death of Captain America, and so on and so on. And then I'm also going to talk about the polybagging of comics, which I have before you. I'm talking about the different covers that comics have done throughout history of this industry, and also the story plots of adding, the presidents in comics and stuff like that, just to increase sales and everything. So that's something that's been on my mind and that I wanted to share. And since I'm starting this channel, really starting this channel, I think I'm gonna touch on that, on a weekly basis and stuff. I'm gonna take one topic and basically just talk about that topic. And just I want to read something from the comic news that I downloaded, and it just all-time greatest comic book gimmick covers, and this also has some of the all-time worst comic book gimmick covers. And what they're saying here on the all-time greatest comic book gimmick covers is one of the expected side effects of the success of the direct market in the late 1980s was the comic book publishers now had much lower overhead for any given comic book. Under the old newsstand system, they would have to accept returns on any comics that didn't sell. So even a book with decent sell-through in the 70% era meant that the comic book company would be printing 30% of their print run of that comic on copies that were then going to be thrown in the trash. Once they no longer had to worry about returns, the printing costs on each comic lowered dramatically. This allowed comic book companies to begin spending more money on production. Hence, the innovation in things like coloring and page quality. It also made it possible for publishers to experiment with special covers, as they would only be printing as many covers as were ordered. So they would not have to print any extra special covers that would be returned later, and thus making the whole experiment cost prohibitive. This then launched the era of a comic book gimmick cover. And as time went by, the various comic book companies would compete against each other to see who could come up with the most innovative use of the new technology, like holograms and foil covers. Here then, and then they go on with what they're showing. So I'm gonna go on without what I'm showing. I'm gonna showcase, like here before you, I have a special collector's edition Midnight Suns Night Stalker by Marvel Comics, and this came out. I think I looked this up. This came out in hold on a second. $1992. It says 1992. Let me double check on it. And what I'm going to is my trusty phone. I'm gonna double check. And yeah. And this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. Well, ever since I decided I wanted to do a comic book. Yeah, I was right. 1992. Night Stalkers is a comic book published by Marvel Comics from 1992 to 1994, featuring a trio of occult experts. The group became a detective agency with the official name or borderline investigation but the vampires they were investigation, but to the vampires they were the Night Stalkers. Blade, Drake, and King continued their partnerships with Ghost Rider and Blaze. The Midnight Suns clashed with with Lethal and Demons and Spawns. So, and with this in this particular issue, the whole gimmick on this here is it's Polybag, and it comes with a poster. So if you take that, open the bag, they wanted you to buy two. This is what I got out of it, because if you open the bag, that makes it devalues the comic. That was what was the comic book owners were saying. Comic book shop owners were saying, yeah, you take, if you open it, it devalues the bag or the book, because you don't open the bag and everything like that. So you end up buying two, which in this case I only bought one of this particular issue because I just bought it, because at the time I bought one. I think I got two or three of them now because I'm reselling. But at the time, just I wasn't pretty much into Ghost Rider or Blade or none of that, or Dracula or nothing like that. But, it just was a series that that was coming out, that was getting Polybag, so you kind of jump on that bandwagon. And it comes with a poster, and the poster's in the back, still there. And it's got look like Ghost Rider on the back of it. And let me just move the camera over a little bit. So, with that being said, that's one of the gimmicks that they tried to do, making the comic book. I don't know if they made it, in this case, I don't know if they made it better or worse, but they made some sales. Only sales, make it different. Then it came down to, okay, if you're doing that, if you're putting it in a poly bag, and then to me that's okay, you're protecting the comic. I get that. You're putting art on the bag itself, but then if you're saying, okay, if you open the comic, it devalues the comic, so you're not going for the reader. So if I'm a reader and I want to read the story, yeah, you're gonna buy two comics, so that they was going after the money and everything like that, which I understand. This is a business, but if I just wanted one copy and I open it and it devalues it, like I said, I haven't read this book. I mean, I bought it back in the day and never read it, never opened it, and it is what it is. I'm like I said, I'm not a big. Now, if I was a huge fan, now if that was a Hulk book or something like that, and it's something I want to read, it's gonna be open. You know, I mean, I'd take my time and open it. I wouldn't tear it, you know, I wouldn't rip it open, but I'll take it open it, you know, I can slide it back and forth inside the bag. And they have some X-Men books that I bought that's polybagged and everything. I'll be showcasing those later. I opened those, some of them, to read the storyline in, and because I'm an X-Men fan, as well as you know my Hulk. You know, Hulk is my main man, and Thanos is my main man. So Superman, hey, I got that Superman. You see that light up Superman behind? I bought it because it was cool. I'm not really a Superman fan. Now, if they had one of Thanos or Hulk, I would have bought that in a heartbeat. But this is episode number 2, and this is Tuesday the 7th of May, and I'll be trying to put out more videos, you know, on a daily basis, at least Monday through Friday. I'm gonna try to put out videos Monday through Friday on the Pure Power Comics. So that's my goal, and share, you know, like tomorrow, the next video coming out is Comic Book Spotlight, which I'm gonna be talking about signed books, cover of the week, you know, graphic book of the week. I got a cool graphic book. You know, a series I just bought. I bought 1, 2, and 3, and I'm looking to buy number 4. And when you see it, you're gonna say, "Yeah, it's a good series." You know, I didn't get a chance to buy the actual books. You know, I'm a Hulk fan, but I missed out on this Hulk run when it first came out, because I haven't been keeping up with, per se, the latest, you know, books coming out. I'm more, I buy some of the, you know, back issues and stuff like that. So, and you know, I haven't been going to the comic book shops as much as I used to, because the comic shop that I used to buy from pretty much on a weekly basis, they moved further out from where I'm located. So I've been buying online. So I mean, I used to buy from Coliseum Comics, like weekly. I would go there and buy comics, and when they and they was close by my job, or you know, a job that I teach about bass guitar on the weekends, and I would go by there, and when I got to giving lessons, and you know, pick up a couple of books and stuff in my collection. But you know, that's past history there. So I just started buying online more so, and but I still go to Coliseum once in a while. They move further out by Disney World. So, and I hate going out there in that traffic. That's the downside of them moving out there in that area. Is the traffic is crazy out there, and I don't want to go out there and deal with that traffic. So that's why I haven't been there in a while now. It used to be closer when they moved from where I was teaching at. There used to be in a shopping area where that was closer. It wasn't really out there, you know, out there in the Disney, but they went past medieval time, and then that just you know, I gotta find a different alternative. So that's why I've been buying a lot of books online. So, and the next book I'm gonna show is now this book here is Night Stalker, polybagged and everything like that. So the gimmick to this is they put it in a polybag and they added a poster, and that's pretty much what they did with all the Night Stalker runs, if I'm not mistaken. They polybagged them and added a card or a poster or something to it. Now the next one is this is Dynamite. You know, they got into that gimmick situation by adding not a bag, but adding a president in there. And I bought it. And you'll see why I bought it. I bought it because it had, you know, President Obama on the front cover. And actually, I looked through the book. I mean, in this particular book, the cover art in this book is better than the cover art inside. I'll just tell you that much. I mean, I like that it's the cartoonist look here, and then they got another version that is painted, and the painted version is nice too, very nice. And but I like this here, this cover here, and but the inside doesn't match the outside. You know, I mean, on both of them. You know, just. But I bought it because, you know, Obama's on, and I like Ash. I'm a fan of not only Ash, but I'm also a fan of President Obama. So I bought that this book here based on that, and also, you know, at the time I wasn't even thinking about buying it to resell, but you know, it will be on BSN Collectibles for sale, and also we'll showcase it on our Instagram page as well. And will I get an Instagram page for Pure Power Comics? I may. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But right now I got one for BSN's Collectibles. So, like I say, the artwork inside is, I give the artwork inside a C minus. The cover I give a C plus. I like the cover. I like the cover, so I would give the cover a C plus. You know, and basically it's about, you know, I have, from what I skimming through, some of the presidents that are dead come back to life, you know, or some of the presidents that are alive are being controlled, you know, by some demonic spirit and whatnot and everything like that. I guess to take over and change the country or something like that. So. And I'm not a bit political person. I'm not into politics, you know, at all. So I mean, so, but basically, I did like this book, and I like the, you know, the artwork on the front cover. So, and the next one, which is the last one that I'm gonna showcase today, is I got I was on this here. I like the cover, and it's a. That's Dynamite. This is next one is Marvel, and it's the same, you know, president, you know, with President Obama and Spider-Man, and this is the second printing variation, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got 4 of these here, and I got 4 of the blue ones. I got the first printing, and I got the second printing. I bought 4 of each. So I got 8 altogether, and I think the number 4, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, is going for 50 plus. It might be going for more or less, but they're all in real good condition. You know, I mean, besides the look, you know, crank down the corner and stuff like that. You know, like I said, I haven't even read these issues. I just bought them and put them in bags. I got 4 of them. And I found 2 in my area. That's another one there. So, and I will be, they will be on the site for sale. I keep one in my collection, my personal collection, and the blue, I'm gonna keep, you know, 2 of those in my personal collection. I'm gonna sell 2 of those. I might get them graded. Who knows? Down the line, I might get them graded, but. You know, this is another, you know, tactic that comic industry does to get sales, that they do to get sales in comics and stuff like that, which I see nothing wrong with that. You know, they've been doing that throughout history. But, you know, just if you're going to do it, tell good stories, give good art, and it all will make a difference, you know, and it's all about the timing and everything like that. So everything makes a difference, you know, in how they're doing things. You know, when they present stories like this here, using, you know, the leader of the nation and everything like that. And I also have other ones that I show with, you know, Clinton, and I want to get some with some other presidents as well. I got Clinton, and I got Reagan when he was in the comics, and I think I got one with Nixon and stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. I bought off a comic collection off this one gentleman maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I bought his whole comic collection. You know, he didn't want it no more. He said, "Hey, I don't feel like selling them." You know, I gave him a couple of $100 for them, for the collection, and his collection was well over 3,000 books. So a lot of books I got to dig through and see what's what. So, and like I said, this one here is cool. Like I said, I'm a fan of Ash. I'm a real fan of Ash. I like his movies, they put out and everything like that. And I'm a fan of President Obama. So it was a no-brainer there when I seen that. So, and with the Polybag, did the Polybag. When they did the Polybag on that was, like I say, at the time I'm gonna say it was a good hype. At the time it was a good hype. It definitely was a good hype, and I jumped on that hype. I bought everyone I could, not everyone in this particular copy, but everyone that I seen that had a bag on it. You say, oh yeah, it's gonna be worth. I'm gonna grab it. That's just the way it is. You're collecting. You think, okay, I'm gonna get this here. I'm gonna be able to retire in a couple of years. It ain't happening. But it did. I can say this much. My investment in my books that I bought. I opened an online store, which is BSN Collectibles, and that has, the stock I have, this is a blessing, I'm making sales, so I'm not complaining. So, and everything like that. So, till next time, I hope you enjoy this video. Like I said, I know this is the second one, so I'm not gonna, if you want to hit the bell icon, you want to hit the subscription button, go ahead and do that. And eventually I may be going live. I'm gonna go live on BSN Collectibles first, but right now I'm just gonna be shooting videos with Pure Power Comics. Maybe down the line when I get a groove going that I feel, and I'll get over this cold and everything like that, I would go live with with Pure Power Comics. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I will be doing comic book spotlights, signed book, cover of the week, and graphic. And like I said, that graphic you're gonna like. So until then, everybody have a great day.